Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. I know it's been a while. I hope you guys have all been keeping well. I've recently found a new game called Backpack Brawl and have been enjoying it quite a lot. It's another strategy game, but quite different to Into the Breach. This new character has just come out. I did have membership a couple of days ago, so I did get it early, which is no longer active. His name is Morrow, this man right here. I'm going to do a run through for you guys, for any fans of the game, people checking him out or about to start him. Let's have a look at the items really quickly and I'll run you through what I've found to be helpful. This is my favorite unique, not necessarily the strongest, but it's up there. It's just really simple, which I love. This also simple, not as strong, but I like chucking him down. This I haven't been able to work with a lot. It just doesn't seem to be that strong. Maybe I'm using it wrong, I'm not sure. I've heard that great things from the ship wheel here, but I haven't had much use of it myself. The other four uniques here, if you guys want to get a close look, you can pause the video as I'm chucking it up, but I'm not too happy with any of them. Let's go to the early game real quick. So these are the two unique weapons to Morrow here, his starting weapons I mean. They both build and combine into a very strong weapon here. This one here, which I would definitely recommend. I've also found great benefit of, let's go with shared items for a second here. If I can find a couple of these, they're ridiculously strong with Morrow because he gets free fish. So this fisherman's hook inflicts 1 bleed per fish and it's guaranteed. So if you get 1 or 2 of these and a few fish, you can really stack up that bleed very quickly. So that's one of my favorite routes to go. Very cheap and easy to run. Let's go back to Morrow here. We're looking for, so the thing to note when building with Morrow is the items required to build up to this anchor here. This big boy here. We've got this little dull oyster shucker. We're looking for rope, which is another unique to this character, and then we're looking for flotsam. Oh, I didn't know that was called that. It's a plank of wood, basically. Okay, so that's the pathway for this shucker here, and then for the paddle, we're looking for the club, and we're also looking for the iron bar here. And after you build those two items, these items combine together, those two different weapons. You start off with this, which you'll see. Also items to look out for, I'm sure I'm going to miss some, but if you see any leather armor discounted, definitely pick that up ASAP. And then we're also looking for traveler's hat discounted if possible, and the seafoam pipe. We're usually picking up 1 to 3 of these per run, depending. That's enough of the precast, so let's jump into a match, shall we? And I'll just show you how he can go. So luckily straight up I get the fisherman's hook, very strong in this character, and I also got the dull oyster shucker, which can build up with this starter weapon here to create the anchor, so I'll pick that up as well. I've just had a really good roll straight off the bat, so I think I'll go with a little bit of luck. That'll increase the accuracy a bit, which I definitely need, and then I'll lock this for next time. I usually don't build a buckler with this, build any sort of shield, sorry, with Morrow because he's already pretty pressed for space, so I'm just going to let that go. And I'm also up against Chana, which the shield is unhelpful for most of the time. So let's jump into our first match. I'm fairly confident we'll win this because of this fisherman's hook here. The bleed, as you can see, is stacking up, and we've won with 50 HP to spare, which is heaps. Okay, we'll grab that bag straight away. We got lucky with the fish straight up, and a good one too. This is basically a little succulent here that should cleanse us. Great for charners, definitely. I also love these nightshades early game. They're just incredibly powerful. So I'm going to sacrifice one fishing spot. Sorry guys, the cast net, which is unique to Morrow, is a 4-slot bag. What I'd forgotten was fish inside this are 5% faster. There you go, that's helpful. And each square of this gives you 20% chance to go fishing, which makes this fisherman's hook very strong because you get the fish. So there you go. So you want to keep that free if possible. We also have another unique bag to Morrow. When fish are inside that, you get a 40% chance to gain 3 health. And also the new debuff, Insanity, which, let's see, can I bring that up for you guys? I can. The debuff here, Insanity, what does that do? It removes 1 HP every 3 seconds. And it also increases damage dealt and taken by 1%. So it is also a buff by increasing your damage, but it basically makes you a glass cannon while also draining your health slowly. So it's good to keep in mind. There's items with Morrow that use Insanity to your advantage, so it's also particularly useful on Morrow, as you'd expect with the synergy there. If this was discounted, I would pick it up and I'll lock it, but I'll just leave it for now. I'm happy with my setup, confident that I'll win, especially with these nightshades. The poison is just too strong early game. A lot of extra damage, and it requires no stamina. So check this here, we're almost at full health and we've already killed our enemy. We'll just have a quick look at the stats here, just to give you guys an insight into where the damage is coming from. The 2 nightshades provided 52 damage, so that's 5 gold, 4 bag slots, and we've got more damage than any one of our weapons. The great thing about that is, again, no stamina, so we're already maxed on our stamina. We haven't gone out, pardon me, I've just paused the recording slightly. Here we go. So our stamina we're almost at 0 now. So we didn't have any more weapons that we could have used, but this adds significant damage without costing anything, so that's really good. All right, next. Let's continue. We went on the bag, of course. Nightshade, perfect. We already have one of these, we don't need that. We'll re-roll. Tempting, because this is on sale, to replace, let's go with the ore here. And I want to keep this. And will I keep it? I guess so. Yeah, I will. If I was worried about losing this next fight, I would sell the plank, or the flotsam, however you pronounce that, to pick up a 3rd nightshade to guarantee the win. But I'm fairly confident. My build is super strong. I also just picked up a rare weapon, which will deal increased damage. Also happy about, plus the flyer there. Look at that, winning very convincingly. If you pick up the fish hook, man, this guy has a very strong, we'll pick that up, we'll get some luck. We'll get another bag. Skulls are great, but I prefer them a little bit later on when it's more impactful. We'll get the luck in here if I can. Another thing about this little oyster shucker is you gain 1 life per clam per hit, which is, it's nice, it's not nothing. So we'll keep that there. Or will I? Can I be bothered changing stuff around enough? No, I really can't. So I'll just leave it. I might even just sell this, grab another bag, so I don't have to lock it. So I have the full 5 rolls for next round. We'll chuck that on, because it gives us plus 10 armor. That's cool. And we'll jump into the next fight. Now I do have a little bit of cleansing here to get rid of some of that fire. So I'm not too worried about Chana here, although I will be looking for a bit more in the future. This is still early days though, so not concerned about this. Now that I've got a discounted club, I'll switch out the little knife here, the dagger, and use this opportunity to combine. Now, see this warning sign here, the very high stamina usage, that is not good. The reason why that's not good is because I have a weapon that is stronger than the others. So these two, these are the ones that I want using my stamina, not these ones. These are common and they're low damage. This one is also low damage, but it inflicts the bleed. So these will use up my stamina and use up my limited resources to do less damage, which means some of the time these better weapons are not going to proc because they won't have the stamina. Now, I'm still willing to risk it. I can pick that up, hopefully get a bag next round. I don't want that one though. Oh dear. That is a shame. Let's see. I'll remove this. I'll put in the luck and I'll just open that and use the fishies here. The fish net, sorry. Anyway, back to the stamina. Yeah, I'm willing to risk it because I'm feeling fairly confident. And yeah, we'll just go with that. Okay, you see that here the match was closer because my damage was reduced because of the combining that I was doing with the lower weapons. Most of my damage came from those nightshades, thank you once again. See how many times I was out of stamina. See the torch and the fish hook? 7 times they tried to attack and they didn't have the stamina for it. Which means this wooden club and broken ore, they were using up some of the stamina, so that's bad. You don't. But I was willing to risk it to upgrade that. Alright, so discounted hat, we definitely want one of these. I always love a good nightshade, so we'll chuck that in as well. We'll re-roll, looking for another bag, perfect. Even with the discount, I'm not a fan of these boots, only under very specific circumstances. The birdie is nice, but without the discount, I'm not overly concerned, I suppose. So here we go. So I want something here that activates, and I don't really have anything that's convenient. I could do another risky play and upgrade this Shaka, which again will have the same effect with the increase in stamina. Again, not an ideal way to play, but because of how strong the rest of my bag is, I'm willing to take the risk here. Let's see how we go. Now I still only have the one cleanse, so you see my fire is getting stacked up here. So I will need to address that soon, but we still won fairly convincingly. There we go. Okay, so this weapon here now will be combined with the plank. No, the watermelon's too much. We can get some econ. We'll grab that. Looking for another bag here. That's perfect. I would like to place this. How am I going to do that? Let's see. I don't want to have to move too much around. Okay, so I could put that there. The torch isn't really necessary. I now have an epic and another rare, so I can get rid of this now. I'm still going to keep that because I love the bleed. It's a lot of it's quite valuable. Yeah, look, not ideal placement anymore for this. We'll bring that over. I could rearrange some more stuff, but I won't. Simply because I don't think it's worth the effort. Now, if I can, I do want to combine this little egg here, which I'll do, which leaves what? I do want that nightshade back in, and I do have 2 free spots. Oh dear, indeed. looking very inefficient. I might get rid of that, at least get one back in. I could do some more rearranging if I really wanted to, but I don't. I'll just get rid of a couple of these nets. Not ideal play, but it should do the trick just fine. There we go. If I was worried that things were a little closer, I'd do some more playing around with the bags. But there we go, we still won fairly convincingly. I might bring that over one to get an extra proc on the death essence. That's fine, we'll chuck these up here. Got another egg, fantastic, that's great. Egon now, I could pick up that skull, that is pretty tempting. But I won't just yet. What else have we got? We've got another bag. Because we're fighting Chana, I would like another succulent. This also combines with the hat, which is nice. I do kind of want to save it for the sea foam pipe though. So I might end up doing that. Let's see what else we got here. We've got a discounted rat, that'll add a little bit of DPS. The great thing about things on sale is you can resell it now for 2, so you're not losing any money. I can resell that next round for no loss. Okay, so this little carp here against Chana is fairly risky. It's given you 1 mana, which is generally good, and if you have plus 10, you get luck instead, which is better. I don't really have a way to use mana right now, but Chana is likely to be able to steal my mana. The reason why that is bad is because then, obviously, she can use it to harm me, so I'll keep this off my bag, even though I have this space for it. So let's jump in. Okay, we've got plenty of cleansers, no fire damage really happening to us, mind you. She doesn't look like she has much of a strong bag or weapon. She's got a bit unlucky, unfortunately for her, but fortunate for us. Now, I've said at the beginning of this video, this hasn't really worked for me. It's a huge bag space, and I'm not a fan. This seems very weak to me. So that's not even an option for me, and then I guess I'm going with the ship's wheel here, and try and get a couple of pets to inflict that chill on my opponent. Oh, sorry, my mistake. The weapons are the ones that inflict chill? Wait, hold on. Okay, I've just read this a bit more thoroughly now. Okay, so how this works is it plays off of your pets and weapons, so you want some sort of balance, I suppose. So on your weapon attacks, you get chilled according... Oh, sorry, the enemy gets chilled according to how many pets you also have attached to the wheel, and then vice versa, when your pets attack, you get a 30% chance to gain 1 speed per weapon attached. There we go. Let's see if we can make this work. We'll just chuck it to the side for now. We'll pick up another bag. Of course we want that. We'll re-roll. Nope, another bag. Perfect, another 2. Excellent. This is another unique to Morrow, but I haven't found that it's much value. Maybe I'm not understanding it quite right. But even with the upgraded version, look, this is what it does. Usually I'm at 100 aim already, so don't really see the point in that. I have used this before on pets to gain a bit more attack, but I still don't see them as being my main damage, so I don't really see how beneficial this is. Again, I could be mistaken, but I don't prefer it, that's for sure. So I'm going to skip that, especially because it's not discounted. Now, we are at round 8. I could pick up another one of these, but I'm not really too fussed on it. I am having a look. I've got 6 luck, so I don't really need a rose. I don't feel the need for that. And then nothing else is particularly attractive to me. I will pick up one of these. These are quite strong with the resists. I do appreciate them quite a lot. So I'll grab that. I don't need any more bags, and then that'll be it. I could pick up another succulent because I am against another Chana. Let's see. Let's chuck that there. I would like... Yep, that'll work. I want to get the maximum amount of resists on this leather armor, especially since we're up against a Chana. So I'll chuck that in here. That's unfortunate, not hitting the anchor, but that's okay. I could do it this way, but that would reduce the... Let's see, how's that? That's looking pretty good. I might chuck that here. Now the fish hook is getting 3 out of 4. That's fine. I'm happy with that. And I've forgotten about the wheel. See, I don't I don't use this very much. Oh. Can I be bothered to make it work? I probably should. I don't think I need it. That's not going to do anything for me, will it? It's really completely dependent on the stars here. Maybe I'll make use of it soon. If I lose this fight, you know why? Because I'm being lazy. But let's see. Alright, still one. That's fantastic. Alright, unfortunate tuna. I still don't have a good way to use my mana yet, not that I'm aware of. The extra health is nice, but it does take up 3 bag slots. Not too fussed on it, to be honest. What else have we got? We've got a discounted harpoon, which is nice. That's possibly better than the fish hook with 3 fishies. Do I want to pick it up? I know what I don't want. I don't want that. I would like this, but maybe a bit later. Let's see. I'll definitely pick up this. I'm feeling bad about that. I really probably should make an effort here. 2 out of 3. That's still not great. But okay, we'll go with it. What do we got here? We'll move that. Can we get a rat down here? We certainly can. That'll help a little bit more. What else we got? We might as well chuck that on. We'll get another succulent up here. I could combine this, and I would like to, but I'm still waiting out on that pipe. I'll chuck this for later. If we get that Polyphemus's Bane, we'll be able to get quite a strong weapon indeed. So I'll save that for later in case we get lucky there. We've got another little cleansing fish, which I will replace here. These are common, not really worth much, so I'm not even going to bother putting them in the bag. I don't like that I'm taking up 2 slots there. So I will replace that, roll again. Anything that I really want here? You know what, I might, let's see. Round 9, yeah, I'll pick up the egg. Cool. Yeah, I don't need it. Okay, now I want to... I don't need that nightshade, that's fine. Okay. So, you see we're picking up a little bit of speed here, but not too much. I think it's being drained somehow. Oh, by that anchor, I'm sure. Let's see. So this anchor will use 2 of my speed to inflict 6 chill on the opponent. So even though I'm generating some here, that's where it's going. Now I could reposition that anchor. I don't really see a downside to it, and then I'd have another star on that spoke. So I will. There we go. Now what else we got here? I don't want that bag because I want those fanny packs. Cleansing crown. This is one of my favorite items, especially against all these Chanas here. I know specifically with Morrow, he does build into this slicker here, and that'll cleanse everything but the insanity if you want to play into that specifically. I tend to find I still need a bit extra cleansing because of how many debuffs are in this current meta. So I'm gonna opt for the crown regardless. What else have we got here? Nothing's really grabbing my attention here. I do always love myself a good life essence. I could, because this is discounted, I will, but it is quite late in the game. We're at round 10 now. So if it wasn't discounted, I usually wouldn't pick it up, although you'd still get your money's worth, especially with selling it later on, but I don't really find it's gives too much profit this late to be worth my time messing around. Okay, don't need the plank. The eel is nice, but it's just too many bag slots now. Now, I'll just get rid of another one of these nightshades and combine one. Now, let's see. See, I know that rat's already helping out with that wheel there, so I would like to put this in a better spot. And that looks pretty good, but then I won't be able to combine it. Let's see, I can get rid of this fishy and add one of these ones, chuck that in there. That's slightly better. And we'll just keep it like that. We'll get rid of that, it's getting pretty expensive, but that's okay. We're up against Pumpkin Boy, that's fine. Skipping that, skipping that. I do like to pick these up, maybe a little bit later, but because it's available now, I'll just get that. We'll have a look, what else have we got going? Now, I probably should have picked up that pipe now, so I'm regretting that, but that's okay. What else? Nope, I think we're good. We'll just go with this. Interesting build. He likes his health pots. I'm not sure if it's going to help him too much, but... Ooh. You know what? I was mistaken. Well played. He had too much regen. I wasn't able to out DPS him. So let's have a look. He's got his cleansing in order, especially with those eyes as well. So these strong health potions gave him a lot of that regen. 83. Incredible. And then he built up his damage with his soul harvesters. Let's have a look here. So he regened 1000 HP. Incredible. That's just too much. I can't do that. Well played. Oh, here we go. Check this out. Doomsday fish. I got really lucky with that roll here. That would have come from the anchor here, which has a 50% chance to go fishing in Abyssal. And this is what this Doomsday Oarfish does. Fairly impressive, takes up quite a bit of bag space. Is there an easy way for me to get this in? Looks like there is. So let's chuck it in. Now we're looking for those fanny packs. Here we go. Starting to get a now. That is... Yeah, I'll do it. Only because it's discounted. I usually wouldn't get a treasure chest this late into the game. What else do we want here? Now's a good time to start picking up those skulls. I am getting rid of a little fishy here, but that's okay. It's tempting to pick up a second one of these, but I don't really have the bag space for it. I'll pick up one for next round. I'll be able to start adding more of these to my bag. We do have some spare slots now. So I'll just chuck in Nightshade. Why not one of these? And I guess I'm happy with that. Let's go. Now this does activate pretty late into the match. Ooh. I was a bit too close to comfort. I would like to get some more lifesteal in. And I've just got a couple more from this unholy skull. And I've just picked up another here as well. but I would like to combine that. That'll do here. This is on sale, but it's 10. I'm not sure I have the bag space for it. What can I get rid of? This fish isn't really doing a whole lot for me, so I'm going to get rid of that. These tentacles are great, especially because it combines with so much. So it combines with the highest weapon to get the high Morrow weapon to get the highest. It also combines with the slicker coat to get a really powerful armor item, and it also combines with the hat to get this squirming barnacle here. And then apparently this thing as well, which I've never been able to create as of yet. I haven't found that. Which looks like it is fished up. So if anyone has been able to build that, I'd be very impressed. I haven't seen it yet, whether from myself or another. Anyway, I'm going to combine this with the weapon here. This is decent, but not worth it in my opinion, undiscounted. Gonna look for another one of these. Nothing else matters. That I would like to combine. Can I do that now? I think I can. If I sell this, and kind of want to keep the hat though. What else can I do? 15. I'll get rid of that egg. It's pretty late in the match. And if we... That is unfortunate. What's an easy way of getting this sorted? Do I just get rid of the wheel for now? Feels bad, man. Okay, and we're gonna speed up this doomsday fish and the spider. Sell that, and hopefully we can scrape by without the wheel this round. Let's see how we go. So this will now activate before 20 seconds. You see the opponent is getting cursed up. Wow, that was incredibly close. Let's have a look at the fight details. She had a forest mower, which is a very powerful endgame weapon for Tinker. She also has a welding torch, another powerful weapon. Set up her iron bars quite well between those two shields, and has a couple of good potions here to be used. Let's check the stats. Ah yes, okay, so I had stamina problems because I was combining weapons this time, so that would have contributed. And then we've got her damage here. My damage most coming from fatigue. Okay, 2 more wins to go. Let's see if we can make it happen. So because we're at round 13, I'm just going to get rid of this here. Make some more stars available to us here by putting it out from the edge. I'm not finding that pipe, so I'm just going to combine that hat. Grab another one of these. What else we got? What am I looking for? I'll pick up another crown in case we run into any more charners. Grab that. Another life essence perhaps. That's a fairly good spot for it. That's good, gives us a bit more regen. Looks like I picked up a Tide Piercer from the Anchor, which is, you know, a fairly strong weapon. I would have liked that earlier on in the game though, because we now have 2 legendaries. Sorry, pardon me. Because we have 2 mythics, I don't really have room or stamina available for a legendary now, so that's really not that helpful for me, unfortunately. What else can we do? Now, is there anything that I don't want? Don't really want that. That rat isn't adding much for us, but I would, pardon me, prefer the skull. And I'll chuck it on one of these bags here. Now, this is a pet. No, it's not a pet. So that's not going to be helpful, even if I put it there. Correct. Okay. Although I am sacrificing a bit of speed here, I will chuck this on the wheel instead. I'm not sure how much extra benefit that is, but that is okay. Pick it up for last round, I suppose, and just go with what we have. We do have 3 free slots at the moment. Not ideal. I probably could have done that a bit better, but that's okay. Unfortunately for Ronan, he does excel in survivability, but because of that Doomsday Fish, prolonged matches are now working against him. Because, as I've stated before, this Oarfish, he gets better and better as time progresses and activates more of his abilities. Okay, we're jumping on with the hat here. I do love the old rune, and even with just 2 weapons, I still think it's worth it. So I might chuck that just here. We are sacrificing that spider again, unfortunately. Don't need that. Little turtle is pretty strong here, giving us more life steal. This Sun Dancer is good early game. I'll just leave that up for a little bit longer. There you go. But not worth it anymore. Let's see. I will take another skull, and that's what I was looking for. And that'll be it. This will be our last match. Okay, so I've got a normal skull on a speeded up bag, the little fanny pack here. So I would like to stagger it, and I'll put this just on a plain bag so that the timing will be off, which means I will have more opportunities to drain stamina, my enemy's stamina, pardon me, at different times, resulting hopefully in them being able to get off less attacks. But I do have 2 more fanny packs, so I would like to, I think over here. Whoop, pardon me. Let's try that again. So speed my turtle and my Doomsday Fish twice more. Look, I can do that. Plus 6 armor really isn't much of a difference, but why not? Now, do I have any room for this? Is there anything I'd like to replace? Nope, we're good. Now, is that worth it? Sort of. I haven't found these to be particularly strong, but look, I don't really need 4 clovers. Let's see how we go with the last fight. We do have 2 crowns, so I'm feeling fairly confident against Chana. And look at here, we've got plenty of lifesteal too, so we're staying up near max health. And poor Chana's getting blasted. Alright, let's have a look at these fight details to look what's happened. So our anchor has done the majority of our damage, closely followed by the spear here, and everything else is marginal. We had a good amount of health regen with our lifesteal, thanks to those Black Widows primarily, and a little bit from that Unholy Skull. And we've got plenty of cleansing from those crowns. Now as for Chana, let's see. She was out of stamina, unfortunate for her, quite a bit. With those skulls that we accumulated throughout our run, so that really hamstrung. What I'm trying to say is it, hindered my opponent. But also, unfortunately, she had a really bad luck with her weapons, and neither of those are particularly strong, which is partly why we just won so convincingly. And there we go. That is good old Morrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this little session and enjoyed playing Backpack Brawl if you so choose. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourselves and learned something. Until next time, peace.